The Gaza ceasefire is now at real risk of collapsing. After Hamas's threat last night to suspend further hostage releases, Benjamin Netanyahu has now raised the stakes.
The decision I passed unanimously in the cabinet is this. If Hamas does not return our hostages by Saturday noon, the ceasefire will end and the IDF will return to intense fighting until Hamas is finally defeated.
The ceasefire has lasted 24 days so far, just over halfway through the first phase. 21 hostages have been released. 73 are still in Gaza. It's not known how many of them remain alive. The images of 3 emaciated hostages released last Saturday has shocked Israel, and some are blaming Netanyahu for not agreeing a ceasefire deal sooner. It is possible that Hamas is aware of this and trying to exploit divisions within Israel. Today there were protests outside the Prime Minister's residence in Jerusalem, demanding that the ceasefire continue so all the hostages can be freed.
I am a mother of a boy who is a soldier and a citizen of the State of Israel, demanding from the government to do its moral duty and bring back my son home. My son that the government sent to defend the country, to bring him back home.
In Gaza, they've had 3 weeks of peace and a chance to return home and confront the destruction of their land. They now face the resumption of fighting and the growing realization they might be forced to leave altogether.
We do not want war. We want the war to stop. We've had enough of wars. We have begun to wish for death. What is the fault of our children, our young children? What is their fault? We suffered in the winter. We want the war to stop. We have enough fear.
With the fate of Gaza being decided by the US president, Jordan's king arrived at the White House today, the first Arab leader to visit Donald Trump since his inauguration. This was always going to be a difficult meeting, but within minutes of arriving, the two leaders were in front of the media in an unscheduled press conference as Donald Trump conducted diplomacy for the world to watch.
There's nothing to buy. We will have Gaza.
What does that mean?
No reason to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it.
King Abdullah, clearly not sold on Trump's plan, instead played to his ego.
Mr. President, I think we have to keep in mind that there is a plan from Egypt and the Arab countries. We're being invited by Mohammed bin Salman to discussions in Riyadh. I think the point is how do we make this work in a way that is good for everybody? I truly believe that with all the challenges that we have in the Middle East, that I finally see somebody that can take us across the finish line to bring stability, peace, and prosperity to all of us in the region.
Benjamin Netanyahu is on a wave of confidence after his visit to Washington last week. He is daring Hamas to back down, and if they don't, Gaza will be at war once again. Netanyahu knows that for now, he has the full backing and protection of Donald Trump, and he is emboldened. The rest of the Middle East can only watch on, seemingly helpless. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News, in Jerusalem.